Hold on to your webs, Marvel fans. Spider-Man Brand New Day is swinging into theaters soon, and we've just gotten a glimpse of what could be the freshest Peter Parker look since, well, Spider-Man started wearing pants. We're talking about the latest sneak peek Marvel and Sony dropped, showing off the iconic Spider-Man suit with a whole new vibe. Let's just say he's looking more fabulous than ever. Did you know Maria Hill is dating Spider-Man in the BII universe? You won't believe this twist. Check it out now. Okay, let's talk about what we know. Not much at all, but that's exactly how Marvel and Sony love to keep us hanging by a thread. So what did we actually see in the 8-second teaser that had fans buzzing harder than Aunt May's famous turkey sandwiches? A close-up shot of Peter Parker's brand new suit. Red and blue, of course, but with a twist. We're talking raised webbing accents that send major vibes of Sam Raimi's classic trilogy. If you squint real hard, you might even think you see a little of Tobey Maguire's web-slinger swinging through. The suit definitely seems to be more textured and detailed than anything we've seen in the MCU so far. The color scheme is still quintessential Spider-Man, but there's a glittery finish to it. It's like the Spidey suit finally went to a Sephora for a makeover. No more of that sleek, high-tech Stark gear that Peter wore in previous films like Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home. No, this suit feels a little more grassroots, like Spider-Man's back to his old-school street-level heroism. Maybe it's just me, but I'm getting the feeling that Peter might be running solo for a while. Okay, here's the good stuff. We don't have a lot of official info yet, but we do know a few key things about where the story might be going. This is all based on theories, comic references, and just pure spider senses tingling, so buckle up. When we last left Peter Parker at the end of No Way Home, Doctor Strange's spell erased everyone's memory of Peter and his secret identity as Spider-Man. So, what now? Well, based on the title alone, Brand New Day, we can probably guess that Peter will try to live a normal life again. That means he'll likely have to navigate high school, being a hero, and dealing with the fallout of everyone forgetting who he is. In the comics, the Brand New Day arc happens after Peter makes a deal with the devil. Yes, that's actually a thing. And gives up his marriage to Mary Jane to keep Aunt May alive. While I'm not saying Marvel is going that route, please, for the love of Aunt May, let's not. There's definitely some thematic crossover here. Peter has to reinvent himself, even if that means losing important people in his life. In a totally unexpected twist, Frank Castle, better known as the Punisher, will make his first appearance in the MCU in this movie, portrayed by none other than Jon Bernthal. That's right, the man who would rather shoot first and ask questions later in joining Peter Parker's world. What does that mean for our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Well, Peter has always had a complicated relationship with vigilantes who don't mind using lethal force. It wouldn't surprise me if Frank Castle and Spidey butt heads, maybe even team up when it comes time to take down whatever big bad is coming to town. But knowing Peter, he's probably going to try to talk Frank down first, which will be funny considering the Punisher doesn't do much talking. In the comics, Spider-Man and Punisher have clashed many times, with Spidey being horrified by Castle's lethal approach to crime fighting. Expect some seriously awkward moments between the two, if not an epic showdown. Who's got more to lose though? Peter, who's still trying to rebuild his life, or Frank, who's probably already lost everything? Of course, we can't forget about Zendaya's MJ and Jacob Adelon's Ned. They're both back in Brand New Day, and it's clear they're going to have to support Peter through this tricky post-memory wipe world.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker, and I'd like a coffee, please.
Their relationship was already complicated in No Way Home, and now it's a brand new canvas. About the villains, we know Peter's going to need some bad guys to punch. Given the film's title and the emotional reset that Peter's going through, it would make sense that Marvel and Sony will explore some familiar faces from Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery, just not the ones we've seen before. Given how much the MCU loves pulling surprises, it's entirely possible that the next villain will be a huge shakeup, maybe even someone who's been hiding in plain sight. The MCU is known for its jaw-dropping action sequences, and you can bet your spidey senses that Brand New Day will deliver. With Peter back in his classic suit and possibly taking on a darker, more grounded role, expect more street-level action. No more fancy tech, just the good old web-slinging that made us all fall in love with Spider-Man in the first place. Peter's journey in the MCU has always been about growing up. From a bright-eyed teenager who just wanted to be a hero to a young adult who's lost everything. This film seems like it will be Peter's reset. We'll probably see him come to terms with what it means to live a life without luxury of Tony Stark's guidance or a massive Avengers team to back him up. You can't have Spider-Man without the laughs and the emotional punches. With a director like Destin Daniel Cretton at the helm, he's the guy who brought Shang-Chi to life. We're definitely in for a film that blends humor, action, and emotional stakes with a heavy dose of heart. So, Spider-Man is back, and Brand New Day promises to be a wild ride. Whether it's the classic red and blue suit, new villains, or the return of fan-favorite characters, one thing's for sure. Peter Parker is swinging into a completely new chapter of his life. Will it be a fresh start or a total disaster? Only time will tell, but we'll be there with popcorn in hand, ready for whatever comes next. And hey, it might even be worth the wait, because after all, Spider-Man always knows how to stick the landing.
I'm Spider-Man!
Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.